What is up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time for a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And let's get started. Let's get into it. Some of this may not be in exact order, but that's okay. We're going to talk about it and just try to give it, get it all covered. First, we have Kenya and Phaedra. They're meeting up. They're all going on this glamping trip, so Phaedra is trying to get together the finishing touches. My issue with Phaedra is, why is she trying to be so cool with Kenya? There's something about that I don't like. I get you are being cordial, but Kenya, let's face it, you guys, the bitch can't be trusted. So it's like, I'm not understanding that about Phaedra. I keep seeing you with Kenya. Now, the whole camp thing, I can get with that, because Kenya's from Michigan, and, you thought Kenya could bring something to that, but I don't understand. It's like, why they keep filming together. Kenya cannot be trusted. All the shit that she did to Phaedra, like I said, you guys, I get being cordial, but I'm a different type of bitch. I wouldn't be fucking with her no more. We would only probably film if the other girls were around. So I'm kind of giving Phaedra the side eye on that. Next, we have Portia. She is meeting with her counselor, anger management counselor. And, she's just saying how the last time all the girls were together, she didn't really feel like Phaedra had her back, and he's kind of questioning the girls and saying, you know what, I don't think any of these girls are really your friends, and if you do go on a glamping trip, you do need a support system. So, she agrees about that, and she's going to end up bringing Lauren. So we're going to see that later. But at this point, Portia does not trust these girls. She's kind of giving Phaedra the side eye the way I am, because she's feeling like her and Kenya are the new frack and whack. So, I don't know. I'm with Portia. I feel kind of weird about that all of a sudden. So that's pretty much what happened in that scene. Next, we have Cynthia meets up with Matt. I don't understand why Cynthia is getting in the middle of this situation with Kenya and Matt. I get that Kenya is her girl, but my thing is this. They need to just be over and done with. I wouldn't give a fuck why he's breaking windows. It ain't no reason for him to do that shit. Just leave the woman alone. She clearly acting like she don't want to be bothered with you. So Matt needs to move the fuck on. And I thought we were done with this situation, but it's for TV. So that's why his ass keeps popping up, and Kenya ain't got a problem with it either. Next, what I'm going to just get to is the whole, so after Cynthia meets up with Matt, she goes to Kenya's house. And she lets her know, that she done met up with Matt. And Kenya's just looking at her, kind of in a weird way. Well, did you defend me? Did you have my back? And, she was like, well, I did tell him, I understand that, you do get a little bit dramatic at times. And, you could be a drama queen. And, Kenya got all mad and upset and in her feelings about that. And she didn't understand why Cynthia, couldn't just be there and have her back. And this is my thing with Kenya. Kenya, you are not a grown woman, because somebody should be able to sit there and have a conversation with you without you getting so defensive. And it's funny, the same shit that you did to Portia, you're now doing, the same shit you was getting mad at Portia about, you're doing too. But you're worse, because you are attacking Portia. I don't give a fuck what you say. But Cynthia is just telling you. Cynthia is the most calmest, patient person on this show. And you go get mad at her and storm out because she telling you about yourself. And basically she was telling you that Matt said that you would treat him in a disrespectful way. And see, that's the problem with Kenya, y'all. She always wants to blame people. And I cannot stand motherfuckers that do that. They just want to blame people. Well, they did this and, he's just crazy. And what's the part that you play in it? Because you doing something to him too. So, she's not willing to own her part in it. She didn't want to hear nothing from Cynthia. So she had, before they had talked, whatever, she had congratulated Cynthia on her house because they was out at Lake Bailey. But yeah, she is upset and she ends up leaving Lake Bailey because she's upset. She don't feel like Cynthia had her back enough. And she, just storms out. Cynthia's trying to not chase after her, but she's walking after her like, Kenya, I didn't mean it. Let me explain. Cynthia, you a better woman than me because I would have let that crazy bitch go. Kenya is just nuts and she just doesn't want to listen. If you're not 100% on her side, she don't want to hear it. And you have to be grown, and if you're going to have friends, you have to listen to them when they're trying to tell you stuff that you need to hear for your own good, and Kenya is so childish and she doesn't want to do that. So I'm just down with Kenya. So honey, she done stormed off and poor Cynthia is left feeling and looking bad. So anyways, next we have Candy. She has put together an all white, I believe, engagement party for Shamia. Shamia is Portia and Candy's friend. Matter of fact, she's Portia's best friend. I believe Candy met her through Portia. So, anyways, Marlo and Sheree, they end up coming. Cynthia comes too. And so, basically they get down to why Portia is not there. Shamia is really sad that Portia is not there. And Sheree tries to tell her, I really feel that Portia would have been here, but she didn't want to ruin your day. She loves you. And Shamia was real, crying. And my thing with Shamia is this. Girl, Candy and Portia don't get along, and I am 100% on Portia with this. I'm not showing up anywhere, I don't care if we cool or not, to a party thrown by a bitch that I don't like. Candy was motherfucking wrong for how she treated Portia, and bitch, you was piggybacking. Yes, you asked her, but you already knew that Kenya was being funny. And so, Candy was all the way wrong for that situation with Portia. Will she admit to it? No, because their main thing is, let us shoot down everything that Portia say. It's this, we're right and she's wrong, so we're going to shoot it down. And I don't like that about Candy, because Candy, of all people, should know better, because she always is crying and all in her motherfucking feelings, want people to hear her. But when Portia going through her shit, she can't hear what the fuck Portia trying to say. So that's why I don't like Candy with this whole situation. So anyways, they're at the party or whatever. And Sheree shares with Candy and Shamia that Phaedra has said that Shamia used to fuck everybody's husband, and Shamia is just looking all crazy, and she's just like, oh my God, was Portia there? And Sheree was like, yes, she was. Shamia is like, well, what did she say? Did she defend me in any way? Or, what happened with that? Did she defend me, or did she not say anything? And Sheree is just like, well, I don't remember her saying anything. She didn't really say nothing. She just was sitting there or whatever. But she certainly didn't defend you. And my situation with Sheree is this. Sheree, you are being messy as hell. I get that you want everybody to know what each other said, but you don't have to be the messenger. Because these bitches that get the point, they get the point every season. So it's just like, you didn't have to bring that up there. You should have let Shamia had her day. But she go, I guess I'll get to that in a minute because it's coming up. But she go pretty much say, oh, well, she go tell Portia later. And I'll talk about it now, matter of fact, and then I'll talk about it, when it comes up again. Oh, well, don't you think it's only right we heard what Phaedra had to say, so we need to hear what Shamia had to say, too. And it's just like, Sheree, you's a messy-ass bitch. If you supposed to be on a team, it look like, to me, I don't know about y'all, but it look like Sheree is on team Portia and Phaedra right now. That's where she's at. So if these your girls, and that's how I look at it. If I'm cool with you, I'm not going to be telling you what other people said. And I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, well, they need to hear. No, because you don't start shit with people that you so-called cool with. So I just felt like she playing both sides of the middle, and I need her to choose a side. So, I'm not feeling that with Sheree. I don't feel like it was necessary that she told Shamia anything, because I felt like it would have got back and, they could have worked it out organically. Not you running back, saying stuff when you with them and then saying stuff, But I guess she really trying to hold on to that peach, y'all. So she shares that with Shamia. Shamia's all upset and hurt that Portia didn't have her back. Kandi talking about she's over the whole situation, and I don't like, I'm not caring, for Kandi. Y'all already know that. A lot of people don't care for Kandi no more. Shamia, I'm going to flat out tell you what it is with Shamia. Shamia is jealous that Phaedra and Portia are friends. She's jealous. Flat out. But this is the thing, though. I noticed something with, Portia. It seemed like to me Portia cares more about Phaedra than Phaedra does about her. Because it's like, why is it so important that you cool and with Kenya now? I'm not saying she should hate her or be rude, but they shooting a lot of scenes together. It's just all looking weird. So, I don't understand that, y'all. I don't understand it at all. It's at a point now where, it's a big ass mess. Okay, so the next scene we have is we got Portia. She ends up coming to Shamia's house, and basically Shamia is basically telling her, I was really hurt that you didn't go to the party, and Portia's letting her know, hey, I didn't want to go to the party because it was being thrown by Kandi. Kandi has been treating me like shit, talking to me any kind of way. Portia, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You did the right thing. Because you don't want to ruin your friend's party. And Kandi would have said something smart. Let's face it. She would have said something stupid. So I didn't understand why the fuck stupid ass Shamia didn't understand that. And guess why she didn't understand that? Because she's cool with Kandi. So it's, if Phaedra would have threw something for you, I don't fuck with Phaedra, but I still would have been there. Bitch, shut up. It ain't that simple. Because we ain't seen you and Phaedra have words. Y'all been talking behind each other's backs. But we ain't actually seen y'all have actual words the way Portia and Kandi has. So I thought that was very convenient for her to say. Then Shamia is throwing little shit to Portia, talking about something. Kandi told me that Phaedra said that you had bricks for brains and you ain't that smart and you stupid, you this, so you need to be careful with your new friend. And this is my thing. This is flat out, and I already told y'all before this part came up. I already told y'all. Shamia is very jealous of Phaedra being cool with Portia. So, I don't care what nobody say. She wants to now tell Portia what Kandi is saying. Why the fuck you ain't been telling her that, Phaedra and Portia been cool the last couple of seasons, so why is it coming out now? It's coming out now because Kandi's bitter and so are you. Kandi and Portia ain't that cool, so now Kandi wants to break the girl code again, or I don't even know if that's really a code, but now Kandi want to be messy. She sit up there and talk about her, and I know all about this kind of shit because I had somebody do this with me, where I was cool with somebody and they was so motherfucking jealous of it, and then they began, she said this about you and said that, and it's just like, why are you telling me this now all of a sudden, and you knew I've been cool with this person? You should have been told me this. So that's why I'm questioning Shamia's intention. They did shoot back to a scene where Phaedra did say some shit about Portia, but let me say this. As women, let's be motherfucking honest. We have all talked behind each other's backs. We all do. We all have opinions about each other. So do I feel like Phaedra was being fake? No, she was not that cool with Portia at that time. they all have little shots and they throw shade at each other. So I didn't think that was that big of a deal because it was years ago. And if she would have said that while they were cool, then that would have been different. But no, she said that shit when they wasn't cool. But like I said, that's Shamia. She does not want Phaedra and Portia to be cool like that.